I'm Chelsea Ray, your certified personal trainer and fitness nutrition specialist. So if you are new here, I help overwhelmed and frustrated moms to reboot their metabolism and balance their hormones in order to lose fat and build muscle without restrictive diets or obsessive exercise. So how is everyone feeling with this time change? Yeah, not a fan over here. Definitely not a fan. It's messed up so many things. I feel like I'm like dragging and like super behind on like everything. Anybody else? So, oh yeah, it's been wild. I think it's even worse if you have kids, right? Like young kids, it's just a whole nother level of, I don't want to go to bed. It's super light outside, right? So, but the good thing is spring is coming. It's going to be lighter later. It's on the up and up. It's just for those first couple weeks, right, that are a little rough. So anyway, so glad to have you guys joining me today. If you're looking to increase your daily metabolic and caloric burn and improve overall health by tenfold, this training is going to be for you. So today we are talking about non-exercise activity thermogenesis. What a mouthful, right? So from here on out, we're just going to call it NEAT, okay? N-E-A-T, NEAT. So NEAT is all the stuff that you do outside of your intentional workout, outside of the gym that still burns calories, like, doing the laundry. That's pretty neat. Sorry, I had to throw that in there, right? How about walking the dog? That's neat too. The list goes on and on, but basically it's any movement can be considered NEAT. But the biggest question that I get is, does NEAT really help with fat loss though? Like, does it really do anything? And my answer to that is abso-freaking-lutely. The more you move, the more calories you burn. And, fat loss is all about energy balance, right? So we got energy or calories that are coming in or that you consume. And then we've got energy or calories that are going out that are burned. And that's how we equal out to have fat loss. Okay. So incorporating more NEAT is just another way to kind of tip those scales more in favor of that energy out. So a lot of times I hear from my clients and just women in general that they get into like a fat loss plateau or their fat loss starts to stall out. And so, in my work as a personal trainer over the last 8.5 years, I've actually found that setting a daily NEAT goal is actually the key to helping my clients lose more fat. You see, your body it doesn't want to lose fat. It wants to protect you. All it knows is survival mode. And so when you go into a calorie deficit, your body has a few tricks to help hold on to fat because that's how it knows how to survive. So your basal metabolic rate drops, your metabolism slows down, and your body actually burns fewer calories. Your body actually restricts the amount of energy that you expand through NEAT. So without even being aware of it, you start moving a lot less. You do fewer of those like subconscious fidgeting type movements. So you have less NEAT, right? So this is why fat loss often does stall, even though it seems like you're doing everything right. And so this is where a daily NEAT goal really, really comes in handy and be super beneficial. So you're forcing yourself to move more than you would on a regular basis. And it helps kind of counteract that subconscious reduction in movement that you experience when you're dieting. Okay. So how much NEAT should I do? Well, a great way to estimate NEAT is by setting a step goal. Get an activity tracker like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, or you can just use an app on your phone. So if you don't move a lot right now, a good place to start is by setting a goal in like the 6,000 to 8,000 steps per day range. You want your step goal to be something that's doable, but it definitely gives you a push, right, to move more than what you normally do. Okay, we want it to be attainable, nothing crazy from like where are you starting right now, and increase that to something doable but still challenging. And eventually we want to ramp that up to about 10 to 12,000 steps a day. Can tend to be a range that's manageable for most. Again, it depends on your lifestyle, it depends on your job, little other different factors, but kind of like knowing like where you are starting from and increasing that intentionally makes a huge difference. Definitely focus on NEAT if you're trying to lose body fat. It really is a key to making consistent progress. So how do we implement it? Well, I'm going to give you a few ideas, okay? How about taking the stairs? So opt for the stairs instead of elevators or escalators whenever possible. This is a really simple way to engage your leg muscles and increase your calorie expenditure. Walk or bike to work if it's feasible. Okay, consider walking or biking to work. It's not only going to add to your daily NEAT, but it also serves as a great cardiovascular exercise. So get like a double whammy there, right? Stand while working. If you have a desk job, try using a standing desk. So this encourages more movement throughout the day. It helps also improve your posture. Taking short breaks. So set a timer to remind yourself to stand up and stretch, move around a little bit, take a short walk, maybe every hour. And this can really help prevent prolonged periods of sitting. It can help you from feeling like you're seizing up, that your knees and hips and back are like achy, like getting up and moving around a little bit. Even if you can't go for a full walk, like just some like dynamic movements, some hip circles, some kicks out in front, those type of things. Use a pedometer or a fitness tracker, like I mentioned before. So tracking your daily steps and setting a goal, a step goal to achieve each day. And a lot of those, a lot of smartphones these days, they have the fitness trackers built right in. So you don't necessarily need like a fitness tracker device. And I do want to note that those aren't like extremely accurate, right? But they're going to give us a general guesstimation of where we're at, right? Another one is to just engage in active hobbies, choosing hobbies that involve movement, such as gardening, dancing, playing sports, soccer, volleyball, basketball, pickleball. This adds physical activity to your routine without feeling like traditional exercise, right? It's fun. You don't think about it as much, but you're getting a lot of movement in. Another tip is to park further away, like purposely park your car further away from your destination. So this is going to add more steps to your day and it's going to contribute more to that NEAT as well. How about taking walking meetings? So instead of sitting in a meeting room, suggest a walking meeting. It's not only beneficial for NEAT, but it can also enhance creativity and productivity. Or, if you have to be on a Zoom call, or if you can walk, even better, right? I know I always give this tip around like the holidays too. Like if you can get your whole family to go on a walk after dinner instead of sitting around afterwards, just so that like we're already gonna catch up, we might as well go for a walk, right? So same kind of concept. Doing household chores. So engaging in tasks like vacuuming, sweeping, mopping, all these activities can contribute to NEAT. Maybe even I've suggested this several times to some of my girls too, like taking an extra time to do like laundry, right? So if you take it from the dryer to the bedroom, maybe taking like 3 trips to do that. You get more steps in, more movement in, thinking about like functional fitness movement with like squatting and pulling out the laundry, those type of things all just kind of start to compound. Using a stability ball. So if you can, swipe out your desk chair for a stability ball. Not only does this engage your core muscles, but it promotes much better posture, and it doesn't help increase your overall movement. Another tip is to take the long route. So opt for longer routes when walking from one place to another. This may include taking a scenic path or choosing a route that involves more stairs. Maybe you go one extra block down after walking the kid to the bus stop, those type of things. Playing with your pets, spending time with your pets, or you walking your dog, playing fetch. It's a fun way to stay active, right? And who doesn't love our animals or fur babies, right? Another tip is to stand while waiting. So instead of sitting while waiting for a bus or in the waiting room, try standing or even maybe pacing, calf raising, to keep the body in motion. Try to use active transportation. So choose walking or biking, short distance trips, instead of relying on motorized transportation. One of my favorite things is to dance while doing chores. So put on your favorite music, dance while you're doing chores. I have a certain playlist for, the stuff that we used to club to is now our cleaning music, right? But it not only makes chores more enjoyable, it also adds movement, and I feel like I get it done a lot faster when I'm having a good time doing it. Um, and you can always find ways to include like your whole family, such as like taking family walks or bike rides, scheduling in like a regular schedule of doing that. It's a great way to spend quality time together while being active. Um, you can organize outdoor play sessions with your kids, play games like tag, hide and seek, or frisbee. Keep everybody moving and having fun. Nature hikes are also a big thing. We love to hike. And so planning like nature hikes or nature walks on nearby trails, just exploring the outdoors together. You can make it an educational experience for the kids by identifying plants and animals. Um, it can be a lot of fun, right? But we're out and we're moving. And again, like back to the dance thing, like have a family dance party in the living room, put on some energetic music, encourage everyone to dance. It's a fun way to bond, a fun way to stay active. You could have a sports day at the park, just designating a day for family sports. You could bring a soccer ball, a volleyball, any other sports that your family enjoys. We've done obstacle courses. So we set up either, weather dependent, like we've even done it in the house before, set up a backyard obstacle course using household items. You can create different challenges that include like jumping over cushions or crawling under the table or balancing on like, a makeshift beam or something like that, right? Just get creative with what you got. You don't got to buy extra stuff. Um, One thing that I know a couple of my clients are doing is family yoga or stretching sessions and like bringing their family in with them while they're doing their practice. There's a lot of online resources or apps designed specifically for children and families that you can find for this, and I can always be of help for that as well. But just like including them in those like recovery sessions can be really, really valuable. Maybe even planning like just our weekend outings and making them more active. So making sure that they include some kind of physical activity. There's maybe a trip to the trampoline park or a roller skating rink or like a mini golf course, those type of things. You can combine a healthy picnic with outdoor activities at a nearby park, again, like frisbee, ball, um, kites, all those things. Just make it enjoyable, something the whole family looks forward to doing together. And the biggest thing is to remember the key is find opportunities to move throughout the day. Like be super intentional about moving more throughout the day. They'll become a more natural part of your routine, and consistently incorporating neat into your lifestyle can really contribute to significantly overall health and well-being. So of course, strength training is super, super important, but it's what we do on the other days and times when we're not working out that really start to compound and make a huge, huge difference. So if you have any other tips that you want to add, if you have any other ideas that you want to share with the group, feel free to post those below. If you have any questions, comments, or cuss words for me, post those below. But I hope that you found this helpful. Like it really is kind of an underestimated benefit is all the movement that we can do throughout the day. But I promise you, if you start moving more and more intentionally throughout the day and take some of these tips, you're going to feel better. You're going to notice some changes in your body composition. You're going to notice some changes in your energy. And it's all just going to start to compound on top of what you're already doing to move yourself closer to your goals. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Make it a great one, and I'm here to support you if you need anything.